Hi everyone, I hope everyone is well. This evening I wanted to play something pretty quick to set up and play, and looking at my shelf I haven't played Command and Colours Ancients in a little while, been a few weeks, so I thought I'd play one of the scenarios this evening. The reason for that is I need the table clear because tomorrow evening I've got some development work on one of my own war games that I'm working on. It is one of the scenarios from the main game itself, and I normally pick a scenario completely at random, and the scenario this evening is, let me find it again, is Dertosa 1215 BC. I've got it all set up on the table. We'll have a look at the game setup before I start playing. So if we have a look at the game setup, I've laid the blocks down. Laid them down so that you can see what all the formations are to the camera, really. Let's start with the Carthaginians. So they've got quite a focused central section here, with a lot of light auxiliary troops. We've got some light slingers as well. We've got some heavy infantry to the side, some cavalry, some light and medium cavalry, and some elephants. And if there's one thing I do like about the Ancients game, it's the elephants. It doesn't always go according to plan, but we'll see. And then on the opposite side, on the Roman side, quite different. Just a very strong line, really. Mostly made up of medium infantry. Again, we've got some light as well, and some heavy infantry. Not so much in the way of cavalry. A couple more, an additional leader for the Romans. So let's see how the game plays out. Just in a couple of turns per side. I should have probably mentioned at the beginning, actually, that I'm playing the game solo, and I'm using a technique that lots of other people use. I pull a couple of cards for each side and decide on the best card for the relevant side. So I'm playing it double-handed. One of the things I like about Command and Colours Ancients, actually, is you get straight into the action pretty much from the get-go. And already on this flank here, we've had the elephants charging in and engaging the Romans. Elephants did take a loss, but the Romans have taken some losses as well. And the commander with infantry and cavalry are wisely keeping a wide berth of the elephant. And they're going to try and move around here and engage the Romans from the side here. The Romans, in turn, aside from inflicting a casualty on the elephants, is slowly moving up to engage that centre piece there. So a few more cards pulled. Where do we start? Okay, so on this side, the Carthaginian cavalry, I managed to move around to the side and engage these here. Unfortunately, were eradicated. So I've just put the remaining block on the side there to tell me that, to remind me. And so the first victory banner goes to the Romans. It was a gamble, it didn't pay off. The Romans are also able to move ever slowly, increasingly their line towards the opponents there. And the Carthaginians, in response, are starting to bring some units round from this flank here, whereas the Romans on this side have done nothing. So, yeah, let's see how we get on. First victory banner to the Romans. Here we go. Oh dear. Played another couple of cards either side. Carthaginians not faring too well. They really felt that they had to push on this flank here and engage with their infantry, with the leader. Unfortunately, that really hasn't paid off. With unbelievable dice from the Romans, have eliminated that whole unit. The leader still is okay, but the whole unit is wiped out. So another victory banner for the Romans. The Carthaginians, however, were able to eliminate one of the light units, so they've got a victory banner. That's why they're there. So it's 2 victory banners to the Romans, 1 victory banner to Carthage. The Roman cavalry, tried their chances but were repelled and took a loss as well. And then again, we've seen Carthaginians moving up a bit more aggressively on this flank here. So 2 victory banners to the Romans, Carthage definitely have lost one of their better units. It comes. The interesting thing with commanding colours is it's very tempting to kind of go, oh, one side's pushing ahead. Having played the games extensively, it can easily move the other way. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on. So things have evened out a little bit. The Romans are pushed for the centre. The Carthaginians have been able to hold them off and actually slightly inflict more casualties because they have eliminated a whole 4 blocks here. So a victory banner for the Carthaginians, which means that it's 2 victory banners all for both sides. The Romans were able to make some gains though. They were have inflicted significant casualties, and there's a lot to play for. So, yeah, it could go either way really. Where it stands right now, Rome look strong on the right flank, even on the left flank, and I think difficult to see. Even Stevens, I think, in the centre. So maybe the Romans got the slight upper hand, but in victory banners they haven't. But they have inflicted quite a lot of casualties. However, the Carthaginians have only got a few blocks to eliminate here. Maybe the elephant unit could do that. We'll see. So Carthage took another gamble and unfortunately it didn't pay. They charged in some light cavalry and to support the heavy infantry, and it just didn't work. And the Romans were able to repel them enough to defeat the unit. So they're now off. And another victory banner to the Romans. So Romans 3 victory banners to the Carthage 2. The only positive for Carthage was they were able to, using missile combat, inflict a casualty on this unit here. So things are not looking good, I would say, for Carthage. But we'll see if they can get the right card and get that elephant rampaging around, then yeah, we'll see. So that was quite an eventful couple of rounds. First, Romans. They pushed hard in the centre and were able to defeat another unit. So it's another victory banner to them. And then they were actually repelled a little bit here. So these units here have done a sterling job of repelling the Roman attackers. And been able to inflict some casualties. The Romans tried a different tactic and rushed in their lighter troops. And here they took significant casualties, but were able to do a casualty on the heavy infantry here. For Carthage, the elephant. Oh, the elephants. The elephants here devastating this unit here and completely destroying this last block on that light unit. So a victory banner for Carthage. So currently, scores on the doors: 4 victory banners for Rome, 3 victory banners for Carthage. There's a few very weak looking units now, particularly on this flank here. Both these units only got 1 block each. The actual elephants, if they get the right result, which sometimes can be if they have to they get a banner against them, they can inflict damage that way as well. So yeah, we'll see. I don't think we're getting too far from the end here. So yeah, let's see how it works out. So the game's finished. Not surprisingly, I think a victory to the Romans. They were able to defeat this unit here, so it's another victory banner there, and the poor elephants. Yeah, the poor elephants. This unit got their revenge and were able to defeat the last block of the elephants, and therefore the last victory banner needed for the Romans. So the only other thing that was worth of note, this cavalry unit here, I think it's medium cavalry, were able to push forward and hit the light cavalry at the edge of the map, really hoping for a retreat and retreating them off the board and getting a victory banner. They did inflict casualties, but not quite enough. They didn't need it. As it happened, the Romans got the victory banners they needed. And you can see really from the board, it's a clear victory for the Romans. The Romans here Sorry, move that elephant off. The Romans taking this area really of the board, and the Carthaginians just holding on that centre. But really, in this game, the two flanks, they tried some different things on this side. Were very brave, but it didn't really pay out. This side, the Carthaginians, a lot less effective. Just weren't able to make any dent on the Romans on this flank. And in this particular scenario, I think it's an interesting scenario because you have this very distinct asymmetry to the two sides, which I really enjoy. So, yeah, and so that I better pack the game away now. So, just some final thoughts. I always enjoy Command & Colours Ancients. It does exactly what I wanted to do. Playing it solo, I can set it up and play it comfortably in just a bit over an hour, which after a day at work is sometimes just what you need. I don't take it too seriously when I'm playing solo like this. Really, because it's a bit of fun, number one. Number two, it's got enough history for me, and I'm interested to see sort of what if scenario. So often I'll push my luck on one side or the other, sometimes both of them, just to see what happens really, as much as anything. And if you were playing against someone else, against a human opponent, I might have played that game very differently and probably a little bit overzealous and cavalier in some of my strategies for both sides. But I enjoyed it, and that's what it's all about. That, and I think creating that sort of rich narrative. So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun scenario. Like I said, didn't take long to play. I don't think I've ever played a game of Command & Colours Ancients. I don't think I've ever played a game of Command & Colours and not had fun and not enjoyed it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and I will pick another game for the next time that I get a game to the table and make a video. So thank you very much for watching as ever. If you enjoyed the game, if you've played the game, enjoy it, please put something in the comments, and hope you liked the video. And if you did, please give it a like and a subscribe. That would be great. Thank you very much for watching as ever. Thank you.